Yesterday, the world lost a true hero. Nelson Mandela led a life of tolerance and dignity under the most trying of circumstances, an inspiration to the world. Nine's Peter Stefanovic has this tribute.
Nelson Mandela had an unwavering strength, a wisdom and patience that triumphed over hatred and bigotry. And when he died, he was perhaps the best known man on earth, certainly the most revered.
A remarkable man. He is the epitome of what in our better moments we believe South Africa should be.
What made Nelson Mandela so universally admired was his incredible ability to forgive. Many of us were truly inspired that someone who had seen such violence, such hatred, such oppression could turn the other cheek. The teenage Mandela was sent to an elite private school, run like an English boarding college, where he excelled in sport. He would later become a talented boxer.
He appreciated champions, people who come first in a fair competition where everybody has an equal chance. Again, equal.
After leaving school, Mandela moved to Johannesburg, studying law at night by candlelight. Here he lived in a segregated black community and experienced the shocking indignities of apartheid. His political consciousness aroused, he joined the Radical African National Congress, or ANC. But in 1962, Mandela was arrested, along with 5 other members of the ANC, and charged with sabotage. Mandela escaped execution, but was sentenced to life imprisonment on the forbidding Robben Island.
And in this cell he was sleeping on this 2 mats. Sisal mat, soft mat.
And here he would dream of
freedom. Yeah. He can dream of freedom, see the birds flying, see at least his garden.
How did Mandela survive imprisonment?
One, I have no doubt, was his deep, deep moral and political belief that ultimately this white minority regime had to collapse. And he realized, that vision was gaining ground. I mean, first there was a little, a crack in the dam wall, which became a trickle, which became a stream, which ultimately became a flood.
I stand here before you not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of you, the people.
Despite an often fractious relationship, Mandela and President F.W. de Klerk finally brokered an historic deal. And on April 27, 1994, came the day most black South Africans thought they would never see.
We were turning a new page in the history of South Africa. This was in my mind as I cast that ballot paper.
It was a landslide victory. Nelson Mandela was the first black president of South Africa, unthinkable only a few years earlier. But now he had to heal his troubled nation.
Will you please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God"?
So help me God.
Perhaps no single act better showed Nelson Mandela's pragmatic approach to achieving unity than this remarkable gesture at the 1995 Rugby World Cup.
Looks for the drop. Has he got it? Yes, it's over. That is it. The final whistled in. South Africa win this Rugby World Cup.
Nelson Mandela lived out the final years of his life a virtual recluse, plagued by ill health, a legacy of all those years in prison. But on the rare occasions he made a public appearance, he was a serene, almost divine presence.
I think Madiba lived at times by sheer willpower. But I think that at the end of the day, he lived as long as he enjoyed life. And I think that the moment he thought, well, time to go, he went.